Have you ever looked at an old photograph of yourself and thought, I used to be so much stronger? Maybe carrying groceries was effortless. Maybe you could spend hours working in the garden. Maybe climbing stairs never crossed your mind. Then little by little, things began to change. A chair became harder to stand up from. Your legs felt weaker. Your balance became less reliable. Simple tasks seemed to require more effort than they once did. Many people assume this is simply a normal part of getting older, and while some physical changes are natural, losing strength and independence is not something you have to accept without a fight. What may surprise you is that muscle loss often begins long before most people notice it. In fact, after age 60, many adults lose muscle gradually every year. The changes happen so slowly that they can be difficult to recognize, but eventually, the effects become impossible to ignore. The good news? You do not need to become a bodybuilder. You do not need to lift massive weights. You do not need to spend hours in a gym. Today, we're going to discuss 7 practical ways to reverse muscle loss after 60 using simple, realistic strategies that almost anyone can begin. And as you'll discover, rebuilding strength is about much more than muscles. It's about protecting your freedom, confidence, and quality of life. Strategy 1. Walk with purpose, not just distance. Many seniors proudly say, I walk every day. And that's wonderful. Walking remains one of the best forms of exercise available. But here's something many people don't realize. Not all walking produces the same benefits. Slow, casual walking certainly helps maintain movement, but purposeful walking can do much more. Purposeful walking means engaging your muscles intentionally, standing taller, taking slightly stronger strides, using your arms, maintaining good posture, creating gentle challenges for your body. Let's talk about Richard. Richard was 72. Every morning he walked around his neighborhood, yet despite walking daily, he felt his legs becoming weaker each year. One day a physical therapist suggested something simple. Instead of merely strolling, Richard began focusing on walking with energy and intention. He increased his pace slightly. He chose routes with gentle hills. He paid attention to posture. After several months, he noticed something remarkable. His legs felt stronger. His endurance improved. Even climbing stairs became easier. The lesson? Movement is good, but purposeful movement is often even better. Your muscles respond when you give them a reason to work. Strategy 2. Prioritize protein at every meal. If there is one nutritional mistake that contributes to muscle loss more than almost any other, it may be insufficient protein. Many older adults unintentionally eat less protein as they age. Appetite changes. Eating habits shift. Portions become smaller. Yet the body's need for quality protein remains incredibly important. Protein provides the building blocks your muscles need to maintain themselves. Without enough of it, rebuilding strength becomes much more difficult. Consider Margaret. Margaret was 68 and becoming increasingly frustrated by her weakness. She assumed aging was entirely to blame. Then she reviewed her typical daily meals. Toast for breakfast, soup for lunch, a small dinner, very little protein. Once she began including more protein-rich foods throughout the day, she gradually noticed improvements in strength and energy. This wasn't a miracle transformation. It was a steady process. And that's exactly how healthy aging often works. Small improvements repeated consistently. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is giving your body the materials it needs to maintain and rebuild muscle. Strategy 3. Use resistance bands instead of heavy weights. Many people hear the words strength training and immediately picture heavy barbells and crowded gyms. That image prevents countless seniors from ever getting started. The reality is much more encouraging. Resistance bands can provide effective muscle stimulation without requiring heavy weights. They're inexpensive, portable, easy on the joints, and adaptable to different fitness levels. Let's look at Susan. At age 74, she believed strength training was beyond her capabilities. Arthritis made traditional weights uncomfortable. A trainer introduced her to simple resistance band exercises. At first, she was skeptical. The band seemed too easy. But after several weeks, she noticed greater stability, stronger legs, and improved confidence when walking. The body doesn't always need massive resistance. It simply needs appropriate resistance. What matters most is consistency. A small challenge performed regularly often produces greater results than an intense workout that rarely happens. Strategy 4. Stop sitting for long periods. One of the greatest threats to muscle health after 60 isn't a lack of exercise. It's excessive sitting. Modern life encourages inactivity. Television, computers, reading, long hours in comfortable chairs. While rest is important, too much sitting sends a message to your muscles. That message is simple. You are no longer needed. And muscles respond accordingly. They become smaller, weaker, less capable. Consider George. George retired at 67 and enjoyed spending much of his day watching television. Within a few years, he noticed reduced strength and balance. His doctor suggested a simple strategy. Stand up every 30 minutes. Walk briefly. Stretch. Move. The change seemed insignificant. Yet over time, George discovered that frequent movement improved energy and helped preserve strength. Remember this. Your body was designed for movement. Every time you stand, walk, stretch, or change position, you're reminding your muscles that they still have a purpose. Strategy 5. Train balance and stability daily. Many people focus exclusively on strength, but balance may be just as important. Strong muscles are valuable, yet if balance deteriorates, independence can still be threatened. The good news is that balance can improve at almost any age. Simple exercises such as standing on one leg near sturdy support, heel-to-toe walking, or control weight shifts can help maintain stability. Let's talk about Helen. At age 76, she had become increasingly afraid of falling. This fear caused her to move less. Unfortunately, moving less made her even weaker. Eventually, she began practicing simple balance exercises for just a few minutes each day. Within months, her confidence improved dramatically. Sometimes balance training isn't just physical, it's psychological. It reminds you that your body remains capable, and confidence itself can be incredibly powerful. Strategy 6. Improve sleep to support muscle recovery. Many people focus on exercise and nutrition, while overlooking one of the most important factors in muscle health: sleep. Your muscles do not become stronger during activity. They become stronger during recovery, and much of that recovery occurs while you sleep. Unfortunately, poor sleep becomes increasingly common with age. Frequent awakenings, stress, discomfort, irregular schedules, all can interfere with the body's ability to repair itself. Consider Robert. He exercised regularly but saw little improvement. Then he addressed his sleep habits. He established a consistent bedtime, reduced evening screen use, created a calming nighttime routine. Several months later, he noticed better energy, improved recovery, and greater strength gains. Sleep is not wasted time. It is one of the most productive things your body does. Strategy 7. Stay consistent, even with small efforts. This final strategy may be the most important of all. Consistency beats intensity. Many people become discouraged because they compare themselves to younger versions of themselves. They think, I can't do what I used to. And they're right, but that's not the goal. The goal is to become stronger than you are today. Let's look at James. James began with just 5 minutes of daily exercise. 5 minutes. Many people would dismiss that as insignificant, but James kept going. 5 minutes became 10. 10 became 15. Month after month, his strength improved. The secret wasn't motivation. It was consistency. Healthy aging rarely happens through dramatic changes. It happens through small actions repeated over and over again. And those small actions eventually create extraordinary results. If you've noticed muscle loss after 60, don't assume it's too late. Your body remains remarkably adaptable. It still responds to movement. It still responds to proper nutrition. It still responds to good sleep and consistent effort. The goal isn't to become younger. The goal is to become stronger, healthier, and more capable than you were yesterday. Every walk matters. Every healthy meal matters. Every night of quality sleep matters. Every small effort matters. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 strategies do you think can make the biggest difference in your life? Have you already found something that helped you regain strength after 60? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may inspire someone else to take their first step toward a stronger future. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, stay active, and we'll see you in the next video.